He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the center fielder.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
The 1-0 home. Hits this one hard the other way, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Batting third, the shortstop, Labor.
Now a throw over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Struck him out. Stepping in, Jay Bruce.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jay Bruce.
From the stretch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
1-1 the count now. Verlander pauses. Here it comes. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Hard hit ball to short. He's right there, and he is out on the tag. Second inning set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Michael Brantley.
Number 23.
Now the pitch.
No, that's down.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
2-0 to Brantley. Two balls and a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Breaking ball called just a bit low. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
At the plate now, Kyle Tucker. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. That's inside. 2-0. Gurriel stands at first with one out. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. From the stretch. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Verlander has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it. Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The second baseman, Walker.
First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A runner at first with no outs here. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he has it for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. From the belt, kicks and deals. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire.
That's a ball.
1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around it?
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Hicks. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. One and one.
Ball, 1 strike.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Bottom of the second here with no score. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He was finally able to lay off one there. He swung at 2 out of the zone before that. so clearly he wasn't picking up the ball very well.
Fouled off. The 2-2.
Full count.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there were 2 down.
Batting ninth.
2 men on, 2 out, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. Pickoff move to second, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's the first pitch to him. He's set. The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, George Springer. First pitch on its way. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
0-1's the count.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Jose Altuve is on deck. Right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1.
The count 1-1.
Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitch.
Driven to deep right field. Judge is going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Ball 2.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here it is on 3-1.
Count.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
The set and the 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. The 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner.
The center fielder.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Here's big Aaron Judge. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way.
I got 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Full count, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Torres. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Verlander into his motion. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. 3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Here's Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge is under it. 1 down. Digging in, Dyn-Lgn, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. At the plate, Kyle Tucker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Kyle Tucker.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. In the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jay Bruce.
The first baseman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And that misses 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He drew a walk his first time up. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Digging in, Neil Walker. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
The 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. A little low, it's 2-2.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Now batting.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. Heading out toward shallow right. Tucker is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a step off. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
I got to count 1
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth with a punch out, 1 away. Striding in once again, George Springer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
inside.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Hicks. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Changeup called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And that misses ball 4 now to lead off walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. First pitch coming. Here it is. Miguel Andujar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 1-1. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brentwood comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more.
And late reactions, and they got him. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Verlander pauses. 2-2 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The tag, and he is out. Striding forward now is the DH, Yordan Alvarez. He doubled his last time through. First pitch on its way. In there, strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gardner is there. One away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. He is swung on and missed. A full count now.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
To short. Torres scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Torres.
For the Yankees, the shortstop, Torres.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. And now pitch on the way. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Torres is retired leading off the bottom of the 6th. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the designated
Giancarlo
hitter.
Stanton now. It was a walk in his last trip.
Stanton.
First offering on its way. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman.
Mike
Your
Tuchman
attention, please.
will look for some 2-out
Big
magic
inning
here
for the
as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Tuchman.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets it.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And there he goes towards second. High, the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The first baseman, number 10,
Aroldis Chapman comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. So here's Yuli Gurriel as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You can not come through in this situation.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Sanchez moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Runner at second, one away, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Aledmus Diaz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Astros, number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So a runner at second, two down now. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. The 2-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Here's the second baseman, Dyn-Lgn. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Brad Peacock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Tyler Wade will come on now and pinch run
Your
here.
attention, please. Pinch running at first base, number 14, Tyler Wade.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. Long throw to third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 31, Aaron.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone at strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a throw behind the runner at third. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third. That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He has a great opportunity now to break this tie, but I'd imagine at least the corners will be playing in here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high and deep out to left. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya!
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ryan Presley takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Got him swinging to throw. And it's right there as Gardner is thrown out trying to steal second. In now, Torres. And he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. And it's fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, George Springer.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Luis Cessa's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first
Second
out.
baseman, Jose Altuve.
And the pitch. Jose Altuve comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. Next up for the Stros, Yordan Alvarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Jay Bruce.
The first baseman, Jay Bruce.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jay Bruce is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Enoli Paredes answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the 9th inning without any trouble. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Here comes the first pitch. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Count even now at 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. In there, and it's 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Ready once again, Alex Bregman. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Alex Bregman.
Jonathan Holder comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 56, Jonathan Holder.
He's set. Here it comes.
No, inside. 2 balls, no strike.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
That one's in there, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gardner going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Oh, had a horrible swing there as the count moves to 2-1. And the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Into the box now, Michael Brantley, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike now. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Torres hit the bag. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
4-0 the score tonight. The Yanks put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Aroldis Chapman takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.